Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we have a special treat for you, a CASIO tank giveaway. But that's not all. I'm going to share with you the top 5 affordable alternatives to the Cartier tank. But before we dive into the alternatives, let's talk about a giveaway. We are giving away a brand new CASIO tank to one lucky viewer. And all you have to do to enter is 1. Subscribe to the channel, 2. Like this video, and 3. Leave a comment down below telling us why you love the CASIO tank. The winner will be announced in the next video after the channel have reached 1,000 subscribers, which hopefully shouldn't take long now, so stay tuned. Also a quick wristwatch check. I hope that the camera is picking it up well. Today I wanted to have some color on the wrist, so this is the DiRenzo DRZ02 Aerolite Reduced. Now DiRenzo is a very cool micro brand which was founded in 2017 by Sergio Godoy DiRenzo, hence the name of the brand. Not everyone in the watch world knows about this brand despite the fact that they offer very cool and unique watch designs. So it could be worth to take a look at this website. Now let us take a look at 5 affordable alternatives to the Cartier tank. My first alternative can be found at the micro brand Second Hour Watches that released their new watch model a couple of weeks ago, which is called the Memoir. But could you guess what the price is of a watch with these levels of finishing and a design that is very appealing? Maybe $1,500 US dollars? 1,000? Okay, maybe 500 then? No, this beautiful finished Memoir with its beautiful color options and good quality strap comes in at just around 380 US dollars. And even less in euros with 355 euros. Now this watch can offer that commanding presence on the wrist but in a very elegant way. The Memoir can be the watch to elevate your weekend attire or to add a bit of color and fun to the more formal attire during the office and working hours. So let's take a look at this stunning watch. It is already starting well. I mean, would you look at that gorgeous red color? This is really something else. And according to Tony from What You Want Reviews, this watch has a mirror-like finishing and it should be exquisite in that department, and it already shows here in the pictures as well. Yeah, it's very beautiful to look at. So first impressions are very good. But now let us take a closer look at the specifications of this Memoir. Okay, so we have a case width of 28 millimeters and a case height of 39.5 millimeters. Yeah, it's also easy to change straps on this one with a lock width of 20 millimeters. And this watch also has a hardness coating which bumps up the hardness to a 800 Vickers, which is making sure that this pristine mirror polishing will stay in that pristine condition. Looking at the movement, we see here that it has the Ronda caliber 1060, which is a very good Swiss quartz movement. And this watch will come on an excellent Italian leather strap with a nice contrasting white stitching. So the colors then. My personal favorite is this red version, but we also have the blue, which also really stands out. We also see here the green for a bit of fun, and a more classic looking silver version, but with blue hands and markers for that little contrast. And talking about classic versions, here we can see the black version, which is also looking great. What I love about the Memoir are the different surfaces and finishings on the dial. But I'm planning to cover more of these details maybe in a future video. So let me know in the comments if you would be interested in a full hands-on review of this watch. But in the meantime, check out the review from Tony at What You Want. He already covered many details of this watch in one of his reviews. But on to the next watch. So here we have alternative number 2, and it has to be the Casio that we are going to give away, right? But I will going to keep this one shorter because we already covered the Casio tank in my last review on the channel. Okay, so the LTP B165L5BV, or tank for short, is a very cool and affordable alternative for the Cartier tank. The price is just around $80, or as we can see here, 80 euros. The dial is kept simple but attractive, and it has these classical Roman numerals next to the classic railroad minute track. It comes on a leather strap which has a matching color to the dial, and the stitching is fine. The strap is also soft and subtle, but the quality isn't the best, which in all honesty was, to be expected for just 80 bucks, right? But luckily the case and the dial of this watch are great. This particular watch is offered in 3 different colors, and we have this one that we are going to give away. But we also have the more classic looking version, which we can see here, with a gold colored case and a nice royal deep blue dial. And we have a more fresh color option, which we can see here, with a more turquoise-like looking blue color and a darker second hand that matches well. If we then take a look over here, we can see a short little overview of the specifications of this CASIO tank. So the measurements of the stainless steel case then. The case has a length of 34.5 millimeters by a case width of 24.5 millimeters, and we can see a case height of 8.3 millimeters. So let's move on to the next one. So here we have the third alternative, and you got to include a Seiko, right? So here we have the Seiko reference SWR 049P1. This Seiko has a really appealing and classic look going on for it in the design, and it comes on a nice crocodile leather strap with a signed buckle. I love the leaf shaped hands here, and the dial is kept classic with a white dial color and black contrasting Roman numerals. Here we can see a classic railroad minute track, but on the Seiko it is placed more to the inner side of the dial. And looking at the specifications then, here we can see the measurements of the stainless steel case, which are 38.2 millimeters in length. This has a case width of 27.9 millimeters and the thickness is just 8 millimeters. The Seiko has a water resistance of a let's do not dive in the pool, and be careful on how to wash your hands of 3 bars. The shape of the case is kept classic, which offers a mixture of finishings of polished and brushed parts. The price of the Seiko is around $220 or euros, so quite an appealing offering. But let's move on to the fourth alternative of today's list. So now we're almost arriving at the last one, friends. But before we unveil the last watch of today's list, let us take a closer look at the fourth alternative, the rotary Cambridge with reference number GS 05280-01. It has a beautifully and fully polished stainless steel case with a rounded case profile that is very reminiscent to the design of the Cartier tank. The layout of the dial is beautiful and attractive to look at, and I love their logo, which we can see here on the dial, and the way it is placed on the dial here. It is a classic looking watch, and it even has a date that is placed in a stepped window, and it is not looking out of place on this one. Looking further at the white dial, we can see the classic Roman numerals, and on the outer edge we have the classic railroad minute track. The hands are kept simple, as we can see here, and also classic, and they catches the light well to ensure a good legibility. We have a quartz in the back, and this watch will come on a crocodile leather strap with a very elegant and cool looking signed buckle, which we can see here. This rotary watch could be added to the collection for around $260 US or euros. Now let's move on to the last one for today. So last but by no means least, we have the Vario Versa. Actually, we could also argue that this one is also a good alternative for a GG LeCoultre Reverso, because this one has a little party trick under its sleeve. With the Versa you don't get one dial and movement for the price, no! You will get 2 dials and 2 movements that are housed in one single case. This means that for a dress watch it is a little thicker with 12 millimeters, but it should wear very comfortable on the wrist, and they come in 8 different versions that all have 2 different colors. The Vario Versa reversible dual time watch brings a elegant style in a stylish and functional package, and because you have 2 dials, it can be the perfect GMT watch as well. If you look at the specifications, we can see that the Vario has a case length of 39 millimeters, a case width of 26 millimeters, and a case thickness of 12 mm. The lock width is 20 mm, which should make it easy to play a little bit with different straps on this watch. These watches has a enamel dial with a clean design and attractive dial colors with period correct leaf style hands. It has a sapphire crystal and the whole case construction is made out of 316L stainless steel. In the case back, under the two case backs, we have two Ronda SlimTech 1062 Swiss quartz movements, which are offering 6 years of battery life. And the water resistance is not bad for this style of watch, with 5 ATM or 50 meters. And the strap that will come standard on the Vario is made out of vegetable tan Italian leather that has a nice taper to it from 20 mm from the case back to 16 mm to the deployment clasp. The price is on the higher side, but this Vario is still under a $500 US. And for the $428 US, you will not get one, but two watches that provides a very attractive and cool looking GMT function. So we can see a great and original concept with the Versa that offers a real cool design and for a price well below $500. So there's a lot of value to be found here. And this is why I'm such a fan of micro brands. They offer unique solutions, designs and often a great value. So there you have it, our top 5 of affordable alternatives to the Cartier Tank. Whether you're a fan of the Cartier brand or looking to explore other options, these watches are sure to impress. I know that there are many other watches out there with the squared case style, so do share your suggestions as well in the comments. Don't forget to enter the giveaway for a chance to win your very own Casio Tank watch. And if you have liked my videos, then check out the Horizon over here that I brought with me to Italy, or at this beast of a diver over here. Once again, my name is Dick, thank you for watching and I will see you all in the next video. Goed weekend!